Well, guys, for some reason, sound wasn't on. But it's day 8. Welcome back. There was no sound earlier, but now there's sound for the real games. And tonight we have the 2v2 matches. I think that's still happening. I haven't gotten word from the players yet. We also have a replay that we can kind of go through. That's Hurt in Time versus DLS Mizel. And then Hurt in Time versus Ghost Chant later. And then possibly Noob Lord versus Stu Blue. So, we didn't get to see the actual FSL highlights, but that's fine. We'll just get going on this. So I have replays for Hurt in Time and DLS Mizel. They played. They were supposed to play Wednesday, but they could not make, there's Mizel was late, and then Hurt in Time had to go. We tried to accommodate things as much as we can here at FSL, but they couldn't make it work. So we did allow the replays, which means they played the games already. I don't know what happened. They sent me the replays. So the way it works is they send you replays, right? But if they send me just 2 replays, then I know it's a 2-0. So I tell them, like, you gotta send me 3 replays, even if the third one is fake. That way I have no idea. So obviously if I run through the replays game 1 and game 2, it becomes 2-0. I don't need to play game 3. But, at least we are not spoiled that way, right? That way I can cast it without any issues. So, anyway, I'm gonna start with the replays, and Mizel is here for adminning, which is good. So maybe the admin can just kind of reach out, find out our other players. I'm gonna start with the replays first, so we have time. So it'll be DLS Mizel versus Hurt in Time replays. Our admin is gonna make sure the next set of games are going. So he's gonna start messaging people while I focus on casting the games. So yeah. So one of the things we're trying to figure out is Stu Blue can play. That's one of the questions. And then of course I heard Chinpon or Fenrir has an issue, right? So the players, they are super busy, right? We're doing this on the side for fun. So it's just casual. By no means anywhere near semi-pro. So we're very flexible. So what we're gonna do is start the game 1 for Hurt in Time versus DLS Mizel. So let's do that right now. We are now looking at the map picks. So game 1 is on Cosmic Sapphire, and then Inside and Out, and then Moon Dance. So we'll see how it goes. Let's start the first match. There won't be any cameras because this is off for a replay, of course. So I need to turn off my camera. Alright, guys. We are live with this replay. In the bottom right, the Terran player,
DLS Mizel.
And his opponent, the other Terran player,
Hurt in Time.
You know what we'll do? We are gonna play SC2 music. Right? So we didn't intro. We didn't talk about this, but you guys are watching.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Yeah, there you go. So pretty standard here. The scout a little bit earlier for Hurt in Time. Mizel just a little later. So these are the 2 Terran powerhouses other than Veils. Hurt in Time checking out the edges of the bases in case there's something else there to see. Reaper for Mr. Hurt in Time, and same thing for Mizell. And actually, Hurt in Time is trapped. You can't recall this guy, so he's just gonna know what's going on. I'd be tempted to put down an eBay here, or just keep it alive for as long as possible. Oh, Mizell's SCV is gonna die first. Hurt in Time. Uh-oh, what happened there? I don't know what happened there. It just did a we're watching a replay, so I pressed the wrong button and it rewound. So yeah, he's gonna see
Command center upgrade
the factory
complete.
being made. Meanwhile, Mizell, he does see double racks.
Your
And
tiny
the factory.
command center has been upgraded.
There it is. And that guy dies too. So pretty even. But Mizell actually has a 3-worker lead already. Not quite sure why that is. We're gonna have to ask Hurt in Time, why he has such a big lead there. Why Mizell, did he stop making SCVs? I missed it. What is going on? Okay, so Hurt in Time is going to make his command center safely on the high ground. So he's 1-1-1 with a Cyclone. Mizell's pretty confident. He's going to expand down at the bottom. Slightly later, Starport. No further scouting here for Hurt in Time. Mizell is going to scout. Cyclone is out, so let's see where this Reaper goes. Yeah, it's advantage to Mizell because he's able to expand on location. There's the scout. The Reaper will be taken care of by the Cyclone pretty quickly. The Reaper does not see the starport, but you can kind of assume there's a starport, I guess. But there's the advantage. I mean, there's already a 3-worker lead for Mizell. And a Viking here for Hurt in Time. I like that, especially if you can land it in the back during the distractions. He has a Raven coming out in Mizell, so maybe this Viking can pick that off. That would be a huge thing. There's no anti-air. So if you can do that, that would be huge. There's a tank coming out. Mizell's going to pressure with these Hellions. So the Marines, there's no support for the tank though, it's all alone. Yeah, okay, but he does back off, he doesn't know what's behind it. And here, let's see if Hurt in Time lands this. And he will, beautiful. The surround here for, oh, he gets 1. He probably should have lifted. I mean, he just kind of let that guy off the hook. Mizell goes home. I don't know if he F2'd there or what. But yeah, so far advantage is to Mizell. Look at Hurt in Time supply. So far behind. So this is pretty unfortunate for Hurt in Time. He's playing. His build is slow. His production is slow. So huge lead for Mizell here in every facet of the game. Army. Supply. Hurt in Time is getting his 3rd though, so maybe he can catch up. Alright, so those wondering, there's no cameras because the players are not here. This is off of a replay. Hellion harassment. There's this tank is naked. I don't know why he's let this tank be by itself, but lucky for him, Mizell commits to this. kills 4 workers, but he loses 4 Hellions. I don't know if that's worked. Right? This Raven's probably gonna do some harassment. Oh my gosh, Hurting Time is so far behind in supply. His supply is so low. Now let's see what these Ravens will do, because there's not much activity from Hurting Time. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna wait until he could pressure some more. 18 workers, the lead? What is Hurting Time doing? And what is Mizel doing? How come? That is a huge lead, guys. There's only been a few workers killed. I don't get it. What is going on here? Anyway, these Hellion, this Raven harass. Let's see how fast the Hurting Time pulls. A little slow on the pull. No pull. Oh, this is terrible. He needs to pull his workers. I mean, he does. Mizel does lose 1 Raven, maybe 2 soon. That Cyclone is fast. Alright, so, but 5 workers killed for 2 Ravens. My gosh, man. Look at this worker lead. Almost double. What is going on? And Mizel is going mech with the lead. I mean, this is just disaster for Hurting Time, who's going bio. Oh no, he's going mech too. Okay. But still, you're behind, you know? You know, because the upgrades already started for Mizel. Hurting Time's just kind of stuck here with no third base. Mizel's been down there mining with his third base. This is strictly a production issue. Look at this supply. Wow. And it's too late for these little harassments now, I think. You don't want to lose these Vikings, I think. So if you're going to harass, make sure you don't lose them. Take some shots there. Oh, and there's a tank harassment. I think he'll clean this up because, you know, he does have the high ground. Yeah, but 15 worker, 25 worker lead. Oh my goodness. So late on his third. This is like like the difference in levels is just huge. I thought it'd be a lot closer, but right now the mechanics are shining through. Hurting Time is several steps slower. But maybe he can make something out of this with his Viking lead here. Oh, there's a Thor. That Viking lead doesn't matter. Just 1 more Viking. 2 more Vikings. So just be careful here. Like huge supply lead. This is like 60. This is absolutely bonkers. And he doesn't even see him start sieging that way. He does have a Liberator, but he's gonna lose his Liberator. Oh my goodness. He does save, he has the Viking lead, so he should be able to clean this up. 4th base by Mizel is nice and safe. What? How did the Vikings... What? Didn't he have more Vikings? I'm confused. It's a 60 supply lead here. Not a whole lot of scanning from Hurting Time here. I think he's going to try to counter on the other side, which I like. He needs a Liberator here. Oh, these Vikings are getting shot. But he does have his tanks in a good spot. He forces a lift. Unfortunately for Hurtin Time, that's the 4th base he forced to lift. Big deal. Right? It's a huge lead still for Hurtin Time here. He's making Thor. He's making Vikings. I think he should make Liberator here. I guess he wants to kill that first. Oh my gosh, so much for that lead. I think he's just dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's double the supply. 4th base in line. He can't even clean up this meager force right here. Until now, maybe. There it is. So he should clean this up. I think he has to push again. But look how powerful Mizel's army is. He's gonna come in range at this sensor tower. Nope, he's gonna go out. But and the scan. So a smart move here for DLS Mizel. Hurtin Time hasn't made. He has 1 sensor tower, so I guess 1 is okay. I was gonna say he didn't make 1, but he has at least 1. So that's not bad. Kind of bold here to be moving your production unit buildings up front, but I guess he's content with his supply. Another siege, another slow siege push here by Mizel. He's gonna get vision. Just, Hurtin Time is still on 3 bases. Loses a tank, doesn't even get a scan off until now. There it is, at least he gets another tank. Hurtin Time is just like several steps behind in this game. It started with the supply, with the workers, 3 workers ahead early for DLS Mizel. So I'm not sure what Hurtin Time was doing there. He probably was not making. And even this thing could have blocked this. He didn't. He didn't block this. So now like, okay, I'll just build next to it. Oh my goodness. Little rough. Some desperation Hellions here. Hurtin Time's meager set of units are getting destroyed. Battle cruisers here. Mizel's going back just to clean things up. But Mizel is still expanding. But he is pushing. So I like this. Instead of just goofing off and trying to flex, just go, just keep up the pressure and go kill. He's got a huge lead, so might as well trade. Keep trading. You got a huge lead, trade. You have the upgrade advantage too. So yeah, this is gonna be GG for you. Mizel drops the mules, presumably to repair. And it's only a matter of time until we see Hurtin Time finally tap out. Like, there's not much on him. He's got a lot of idle workers, and he's stuck on a few bases. He does clean this up. Oh my gosh, he's even going to lose that base. He has Thor's being repaired. What is Tempo's song go? How does it go? Doors at my door. Repaired by SCVs galore or something. I don't know. That's GG right here, guys. We expect it. was game 1. We're gonna hop on to game 2, which is inside and out. Let's see if we can push a game, a third game here. Let us see. So let's load up the replay. Alright, we're gonna go to game 3. Oh, game 2. Alrighty. Welcome, guys.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
In top right. Taking game 1.
DLS Mizel.
And will this guy tie it up? He is.
Curtain time.
Hurting time. Let's pay attention to his SCVs because he was so far behind. There was not much going on, but for some reason, all of a sudden he was 3 workers behind, and then it just got worse. So I don't know if he just did not press the S button, the SCV button, or what, right? Let's pay attention to that. Right now it's 16-16, tied up for workers. Double gas for Mizel this time around. This time, Hurtin' Time's making a Marine. He's saving his gas for something. While, oh, Mizel's gonna 3-racks Reaper. He's just gonna Reaper. Oh, this is deadly. This could be bad. Hurtin' Time better keep making stuff here. 2 Marines, that's good. Oh, he stopped making something here. Okay, there you go. Where's this Reaper going? This is... And he's going factory, so he's not trying to expand at all. If somehow Hurtin' Time can hold it, right? Luckily for him, he's expanding on the high ground, so they can't cancel it. Or at least... Oh! Needs to get back in there. He needs to close it. There he closes it. He runs back. Good micro. He needs every Marine that he can get, because this is a cheese. Good pull back on the SCV. I think he's fine. He just needs to rebuild that command center. Crisis management right here. He still has not... Okay, there he is. He sends back the guy to rebuild, start building this SCV. There are still more Reapers coming. And this Marine keeps going the wrong way. It's just like this misclick by Hurtin' Time here. It's killing me. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, this door is open. I don't like it. Why is that? And he's adding... Oh, why is he adding on Tech Lab? He needs to F2. This is the situation. You want to F2. There you go. And he's not going to move back from the grenades. He does have Hellion. Luckily, there's nothing that shoots up. He's actually gonna go down and fight. Why? Why is he fighting? Oh my goodness, he's lucky. Mizel is not going up with these Reapers. If he went up with the Reapers, he would have won by now. And look at this, he still has not picked his rally here. Luckily, it doesn't go down. That's just absolute death right there. This tank is all the difference. And a 3rd command center. Oh, he's so greedy. You're being Reaper rushed here. least he has a tank. Okay, now he's just gotta fix this. Hurting time is really slow right now. His reactions. But luckily for him, his builds are right. I think you better lift this building up. You're getting 3 damage here. There's just not... The units, the factories are not building anything. There you go. Hurting time, I think, is still kind of ahead. So... And that'll force him to get out, right? He's within range of that bunker too. And a cyclone coming up. So pretty good here for Hurting time now. He has 3 command centers. Does Mizel know about that? Does he know? No, he doesn't know there's 3 command centers. So Hurting time down the workers. But he has 3 command centers, so maybe he can pull this off. There is a cyclone, so in case Mizel tries to be funny here, that cyclone is going to be shut down. I like that Hurting Time's repairing this. Meanwhile, DLS Mizel going into bio, and okay, only 2 workers killed, not bad. Look at how late. Oh, he pulls everything down here when he didn't really need to. Yeah, this control just needs some work because everything just seems a step slow for Hurting time. Luckily for him, he held it just good enough and he has 3 command centers. But now, DLS Mizel knows that there's a 3rd command center. And still only 3 production facilities here for Hurting time. He needs another one soon. He needs more buildings that make stuff. Mizel still has a 1 worker lead. And like I said, right, we're going to pay attention to this worker creation. You know, Hurting time usually is really good at continuing to make workers. Yeah, he's really pretty good at continuing to make workers, but you know, sometimes he even makes 100 of them. 100 work SCVs, right? I've seen that. Look at that double kill, or mutual kill. Still the same worker count. Finally, Hurting time. Oh, actually, no, it's still the same. What the heck is going on? Is Hurting time like stopping when he makes SCVs? I don't think so. How is this possible? Right? I mean, Mizel is only making from 2 command centers. Hurting time is making from 3. So he should be getting ahead in workers, but it's not happening. Okay, finally, with 1 worker lead after all that. You guys saw it, right? We were watching that he kept making workers. So why? How is it? Okay, there's 2. All right. Bunch of Marines are on the prowl. For those that want to get busy, you gotta speak up now. Hurting time doesn't want to deal with drops. He has those turrets there. I like it. Keep making that. Meanwhile, Mizel is gonna be expanding on oh, he's just gonna lift that up. So his gas is a little early. But he is going bio. It's bio versus bio, guys. Like this with a Raven. So let's see how Hurting time, you know, he finally got to this stage where he's able to macro. Oh, look at that. He's back at 55 because he stopped making workers. Mizel does not stop making workers. Look at this. This is why. Yeah, Hurting time stopped making workers. He's got to keep making workers. Not like he has a money problem. Look how much money he has. Upgrades are going on. Let's see how the upgrades are. Mizel is ahead in upgrades too. Hurting time, be careful out here. He's not sieged. He gets disabled. He's caught out of position. And he's not boosting his medevacs. Yeah. I don't like the fact that he's out there on the map when he doesn't have the advantage, right? It's a little presumptuous to be doing that. Luckily, he has tanks in position here. This tank is not long for this world, but he does have this tank still. It's not being repaired. Luckily, it's gonna go down. Maybe? No, it's still up. Hurting time now forced to lift. Oh, he didn't repair that either again. There's so many small things here that really make the difference in this game for hurting time. Where he actually should be hurting the other guy. I think he'll kill up this tank, so that's good. He may stabilize because Mizel doesn't have any more real reinforcements. Just these are just medevacs. Alright, I think Hurtin' Time may have had enough. He has more medevacs than units. There you go. And he's gonna try to drop this army. I like this, but guess what? Vikings are coming out and there's 2 turrets here. So make sure... Oh, this is not looking good. He can't go there. Cannot go there. There's also a sensor tower. You better scan before you commit. DLS Mizel is right here. He's gonna take a 4th base. Hurtin' Time is finally gonna re-land. Oh, and he forced it, but he does land most of his units. Because he only took fire from 1 turret. Oh, lucky for him, the Vikings land. So this is good trade for Hurtin' Time. But he's gonna lose everything. Still close enough game, 96 to 103 supply. But you know, the way things have been going, this is much better for Hurtin' Time. He needs to kind of transfer these workers too. Oh, are they gonna run into each other? The Marines can kill this if he's paying attention. He's not. Here it is, a lot of Marines. But there's tanks that are siege. Okay, good back off here for Hurtin' Time, and he can kind of do something on the high ground here. He's got to trade. He's got to fight where there's no Marines. And oh man, his tank. Can he kill? He's not. He needs to focus fire on that guy. He doesn't focus fire on it. He does kill it. Okay, so he gets one of the tanks. Still close enough. The game. Hurtin' Time still has not fixed his saturation. 23 to 6 there. Worker-wise, yeah, his saturation is all over the place, right? 23 when there's only 6 spots. 20 out of 14, and then here he's short, and now he's about to get pushed. Oh gosh, his tank is leading the charge. He should pick that up. He doesn't pick it up. I think this is gonna be it, guys. Hurtin' Time is just a little too, you know, several steps back in this game. Even though he had the lead in this game, it's a lot closer, but you can just tell that he just stops making units, and Mizel doesn't stop, and he micros a bit better too. So that's really the difference in the game. It's going to be a 2-0, and pretty convincing win here for DLS Mizel, the powerhouse Terran at this point, along with Vales, right? All right, so what do we have next? That's a 2-0 for Mizel, right? So what do we got next? Let's check with our admin here. So let's see if the admin has anything for us right now. And okay, so Ghost Chant is here. And Hurtin' Time is getting home. You know, this is going to be rough because Hurtin' Time is going to get home and then he's going to have to hop on the game. He did not look sharp in that last one when they actually played off a replay. So imagine if he's like rushed to play a game after he gets home. Right? It's going to be a little tough. So I think what we'll do, we'll go to a little bit of a break. So we'll be right back.
Gather up in the Marauder Hellion Reaper will be beginning to move down to the bottom side, getting ready for this aggression, getting ready for this little bit of fighting to be done. And let's see if Gumiho can find damage. Like I say, I'm kind of surprised the high ground battery. You know, to me, that's actually just very not quite where it needs to be. So yeah, a little bit shocked by that. We are going to see a Stalker and Adept going down immediately. Just couldn't get in range of the battery with all those units, so Gumiho will start to deal pretty reasonable damage here. As a couple of Marauders continue to go through, the Stalkers continuing to strike. I'm just going to be having the Pylon now in some trouble as well. Take some extra shots here. I mean, just no mind from the natural at all, and Classic having a much tougher time than I feel like this ever had to be. He definitely feels like he brought this upon himself. They are going to get rid of this pylon at least, and again, that's going to make Classic's low ground benches here a little bit difficult. A little bit tough to make work as we start to go up this ramp. Marauder, the Hellions, the Reaper all coming through. Seeing if they can actually just keep this going. I mean, the battery's not in range of any Nexus either, right? Another reason this was kind of a weird little situation. I mean, in the end, this is going to be dealt with. Classic does lead by 13 workers. Remember, Gumiho was one base all this time and still is one base, so he's looking to win the game off this upcoming push. It's a lot more Marauders than Hellions. Classic, oh no, Classic's going to blink forward as well. No, that's a dead Stalker. He didn't realize at all this was going to be continued aggression. He does lose that Stalker. And Gumiho is coming to try and end this game. He's got Stim as well, by the way. Armory about to be done, so we can actually morph in Hellbats if we need to. Even better. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Hellbat's going to be extremely tanky here. This is all just about fighting. This is about ending the game as Gumiho, Marauder, Hellbat to try and win this TVP. There's an Immortal on the way out, but I think we're going to get up this ramp in plenty of time to just be on top of it as it spawns. There is nowhere near the damage output necessary here for Classic. There's the Immortal. We just target fire that down straight away. These few Hellbats might want to just peel away toward the mineral line. For a moment he was like, I'll target the Robo, then he's like, actually no need to target the Robo considering kind of the position we're in. GG from Classic, and I really think it all comes down to that battery on the high ground is just not a good idea.
Oracle coming on out. Oh, Cyclone going across the map. Uh-oh. Okay, well, he does have Marine. Oh, if he can push this into the Cyclone, that could be really good. Where is the Cyclone right now? He's trying to track this on the left side, but Zest actually sneaks around. Oh, Cyclone really wants this interception. If he can get the lock on, he will. That is a huge pickoff, and he gets the kill. Oh, that's so nice. So nice for Gumiho right there. That is a massive, massive pickoff. Looks pretty fast to me. I like that. Scarlet coming in with the facts and Special just with the... looks pretty fast to me. I don't know. These shield batteries are not done yet. This is a little bit of a scary push right here. Ooh, Phoenix going to lift up one of the Cyclones here. Can he take it out? Ooh, yes, he will be able to. Marines are slowly getting cleaned up, but they are getting a lot of damage done. This is looking kind of good. Phoenix, oh, just barely gets the kill before the other Phoenix gets taken out. Shield battery will get denied here. Gumiho gets some really good trades, but he can't just yet cancel the base. He really, really wants to. Ooh, Oracle gets snapped off. Very nice pickoff. Boosted medevac is going to get taken down. Landed Viking, though, going to add on a lot of DPS, but we see the... Oh, Siege Tank is going to siege up. We see the lift on the Landed Viking, one of my favorite interactions in the game because it's hilarious. And Gumiho, he is actually really putting the pressure on this base. I was just going to say, he should cancel that shield battery, and he will go after it to make sure there's no battery overcharge available. Pulls back to the safety of the tank. Marine on a bit of an awkward rally, but it goes the correct way afterwards. He's going to take down this Nexus. Zest is going to be in some huge trouble now. SCV is going to come forward to repair this Viking. And Gumiho going ham in game number 2. A very, very nice push here. Ooh, will he depower? Yes, he does depower the 2 shield batteries wisely. Zest does cancel those shield batteries. Tank's going to push forward here, and a scan comes on down. He might want to lift at least one of the Vikings to provide high ground vision. Actually, I think you maybe lift all 3, yeah, to deal with the Phoenixes. The tanks are enough on the ground, and he's even adding on missile turrets here. He's getting +1 infantry weapons, by the way, before his stim and combat shields start up. There we go. There's that stim. Stalker's warping in from the other side here to try and deal with this. This is a really scary situation for Zest when he's going to lose this cybernetics core. Gumiho unsieging both tanks at once, but he's going to put them into a really nasty position. This is starting to get into a bit of a really, well, not a bit of a, it's a really tight chokehold right now on Zest Natural. Ooh, Phoenixes, this is why you got to be careful with the lifts, or with the landed Vikings. He will lose one of them. Oh, but he gets the counter kill on the Phoenix. Nice lift and lower. There we go. He lifts them up so he can't be, well, he can't be lifted himself. And the Phoenixes, they are going to do a pretty, well, they're going to get wrecked, actually. Never mind. Zest, he is going to get taken out. Gumiho evens the series at 1 apiece.
Doesn't have his Colossus just yet, though, so this may be the perfect window for Beyond to fight. The Phoenix spotting this army. A lot of Zealots are there. Interesting. A lot of Widowmines, sorry. Oh, EMP's come down. Battery Overcharge says no. Oh, Shizzle Fizz, that Widowmine. Oh, good spreadies from Maxpax with the hold position, but damn, dude. Really good micro from Beyond as well. The Archon Zealot Colossus should be able to just cleave through, though. There's just too much of it. Maxpax having that 4th up, already mining for so long, means he does have an abundance of units. The Widow Mines are causing him some trouble, that is for sure. Where is his Observer, by the way? I do not know. Did he just use Friendly Fire to kill that? I think he might have just used Friendly Fire. He does have Enhanced Shockwave, so his Ghost Radius does have a massive AoE. The EMP round, you can see there. Very big AoE on that EMP round. Big Zealot Archon Colossus army, handful of Stalkers backing it up. Not many Vikings, but Beyond is setting up a huge flank on the left side. And I think as Maxpax, you should realize that this is the army. Yeah, attack into the actual army. Don't let yourself get surrounded. I mean, Beyond's just jumping on it. It's way too ambitious for Beyond, I think. That Prism survives. He can warp in more Zealots on the back line. Maxpax may want to group back up, though. Chasing this army might be a mistake. Oh, great Disruptor to clear the right flank. Another Disruptor comes forward. One of the Colossus did go down. Colossus starting to go down. What the hell, man? I'm amazed that he's managing to get through to the Colossus. Another one goes down. Only one Colossus left. Might be better for Maxpax to just pull back now. Does want to keep getting... Dude, I should be able to kill you now. I've got so much more stuff than you have, but Beyond will tap out. 3 base versus 5 base. He just can't weather that storm. We are going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Heck yeah. He's got a lot of them. This is a big army here, man. I feel like if Maxpax could just jump on this, he wins the game. He's got such a better force right now, but Beyond's a bit more mobile. Beyond's picking off the Zealot run-bys, threatening to kill the Phoenix. The army for Maxpax is very scary, though. If he can attack with 2-1 upgrades as well, that would be a nice timing that naturally presents itself. 4 Disruptors coming in from behind here. 5th one rallying into the fight. 3 Colossus. Yes, the Bio's kind of split to the right side a little bit. The Bio gets a few probes. Does that really matter, though, that the Phoenix are going to just hunt down the Medivacs? Where are they, bro? They're up to the top. Medivacs will go down. I think Beyond assumed those were already dead and just started F2ing home. But Maxpax might have let them escape if Beyond microed that a little bit better. 4th command center's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barracks. Where's his 8th barracks? There we go. Next 3 barracks going down. Going from 5 to 8 is the correct way to do it. 2-2 is on the way. With the gold minerals as well, Beyond will be able to afford 2nd starports, all sorts of other things. Fusion core does go down. Definitely. Where's the factory? There we go. So a lot of people build the starport on this reactor, the 2nd one. So you immediately can build 4 libs at a time. 2-2 upgrades. We'll finish for Beyond. And he's about 24 army supply behind. But oh, look at that. I like that. I like that. Oh! Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, big Widow Mines. Okay, so the Widow Mines get some really good hits to start. The Disruptors do unload. They don't find Terran's face. Does look like... Oh, gets 3 or 4 Marauders there. That's a nice one. Now some Zealots are warping in there. They are going to be able to defend. Warp Prism in the main. Could definitely siege up and warp some Zealots in there. You see Beyond reacting, sending some units in that main. He's got a big scary army in front of him though right now. Maxpax looking for the ball. Finds the mark. A couple of Marauders and Marines go down. Warpism has not warped in. Zealots are just joining the front right now. Remember, he used all those walk-ins in other areas. Maxpax just chipping away. Where's the range libs? Where's the Viking count? Beyond just didn't have any of these tools ready. And now the Zealots are warping into the main base. Maxpax trying not to just chase into the Liberator zones, but I think he's saying, screw it, let's just shove forward. Big ball lands in the mineral line. His Zealots are in the main base as well. Widowmine's unable to defend that. Zealots on the orbital, on the gold as well. And his army regathers. He's still got all of the robo units alive. Does send those balls just flying into the face of the Terran. The Immortal, the Colossus standing strong, pulls those back. Zealots are slaying the main. The gold base slayed as well. Beyond was a bit too far behind in this game. The Phoenix just controlling, spotting what was going on. And I think Maxpax's build perfect for the map. The Phoenix Colossus style, so good at controlling a 3-rack style, getting up that tech unit count, and then defending the multi-prong all game long. Their heavy bio army, not as good in a frontal fight. It's good if it can outposition the Protoss, but on Blackburn, it's really hard to get around your opponent, especially when they have Phoenix. Maxpax showing fantastic control over the map, shutting down all of Beyond's ventures into his territory.
Alright guys, you know what? We're going to have a special thing today. Instead of our usual highlights while we wait for Hurtin' Time, we're actually going to join something really cool, right? And what this is a special custom map for FSL players. So we're going to have them talk about it so they can just explain what it is. You know, this is just for fun. So let's bring him into the voice chat. Let's see. Let's bring him in. So we got... let's bring in Hurtin' Time to look and explain that we're gonna wait. Okay, so we have Hurtin' Time waiting in the wings. He's warming up, but in the meantime, we do have Neutrophil and the Archaic, and I think Little Reaper too, and Miguela. Okay, cool. So they just gotta get on the camera. There they are. We have a special show match here. You know, they're gonna be playing the world map that they created, and I'll try to cast it for fun. And let's just get Miguela here on the video too, so we can. So let's see. Who do we have here? So we just need Miguela. So let's do this. Neutrophil, why don't you tell us about this map that you guys love to play? Tell us, you know, what this is, what you made it, right? Yeah, so you muted. Okay, so Miguela's here now too. There you go. So we got Miguela. We got the FSL crew here. Gonna try out this world map. So maybe let's do this. Little Reaper, tell us about this map. What is this world map that you guys keep playing? Little Reaper, you can tell. Okay, so let's try that again, guys. Little Reaper, tell us about this world map. What is this about? Got it, got it. And so let's hear from Miguela. Miguela, tell us about this map. Like, what do you like about this? Because you guys play this a lot. Got it. And Neutrophil, you created the map. Tell us something that's cool about it that you like.
Thing I like about it is it kind of has a historical theme too.
Wait.
So
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. There's something going on where they can't hear anyone. So I think what's happening is when you restart this, everything just gets all screwed up. All right, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna re-ask because they never heard you guys. Something, every time you restart the computer, you gotta reset all the settings. So my bad. All right, let's start over. The Archaic. Let's start with you. Tell us about this map and why you like playing it. And you're muted, Archaic.
You're muted.
Okay. While he sorts that out, Neutrophil, tell us about this map once again, because the viewers didn't really hear.
You're muted.
Huh?
You're
So yeah, go ahead, Neutrophil. Tell us about this map.
Oh yeah, so I created this World War II map. It's kind of fun because it has this kind of historical theme to it. And basically, you can play as either the Axis or the Allies, and you just kind of have this team game where you kind of have just like back and forth strategy all throughout like different parts of the world. So it's kind of fun to recreate that.
Awesome.
And
Go ahead.
yeah,
So it's called
I did
Alta
think
Terra Global War 1936. So it starts right before World War II, right?
that's correct.
And there's different countries here. Miguela, which country do you like to play and why?
I actually don't know.
You just
I
randomly
play
pick?
multiple.
Ah, okay. So you don't have a preference. And
Yeah.
Archaic, how about you? Do you have a, one that you like?
I did used to like say China
Uh-huh.
because I had a really nice like build order for that. But
Cool,
since
cool.
then it's been updated and
There's a
I'm
build
not sure I can
order.
play it anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a build order, but since then it's been updated and nerfed. So
It was too OP. Little Reaper, what builds do you have that's OP you think or is
I don't really have any builds. I play almost all the countries, and my favorite is probably France, because you have to rebuild out of the ground.
Got
I
it.
also and it's really fun because you have to build up an army from scratch because you only have like 2 Marines and an SCV after Germany invades you.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's start a game. There's a time limit here, so we know exactly how long this is gonna take, right? Neutrophil?
Yeah, that's correct.
And what's that time?
Looking like 25 minutes.
Okay, we'll play one match here, 25 minutes, and after that we'll jump into Hurtin' Time versus Ghost Chant. So let's get this going.
Okay, so in the lobby, you're going to have to select Observer 1 as your country so you can watch the game.
Got it. Okay, let's do that. Let's do Observer 1. How do I do that? There it is. Okay, I'm in Observer 1.
What are the teams?
And let's show that on
Yeah,
the
when
screen.
Miguel
too.
joins, let's see.
So you guys can see that this is a special map. Altaterra Global Warfare, or Global War 1936. I'm going to be observing this. This is all Terrans here. So it's, it's just like, there's no aliens, right? This is 1936 World War II.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear these guys talk. So what I'll do is I'll mute my mic so we can hear them talk. And then they can't hear me talk. So I think we're ready to go whenever you guys are ready. So it looks like they're setting up some AI for all the different countries. So yep.
What are the teams?
We're gonna do a 3v1. You three are on Axis, I'll go United States.
Alright, so we're gonna talk
ready?
about this now. They're ready. Miguela is Japan.
Okay, starting.
The Archaic is Germany. They're the Axis
you guys
team.
are talking.
Little Reaper is I can't identify this country. And there's a bunch of different countries here as teams. So let's see how this goes.
Who am I on?
And we can hear them.
I think
So
we're on
They're
Japan,
in
Miguel.
Japan. They're in Japan.
I see.
FSL
Good luck.
Season 6.
I'm against you, so I'm not gonna ask you.
He's
Who are my
not.
buddies?
Your buddies.
So yeah, as you can see, command centers and depots, they automatically make money. The barracks and factories produce the typical stuff that you would expect, and shipyard. There's actually shipyards here. So let's go zoom out, and yeah, here,
Have I played this?
Yeah.
as
I don't
looks
think
like
you've played Japan before, so good luck.
playing the United
I don't think I've played
States.
Japan. Oh wait, I think I did once, but I just like forgot totally.
All right. So actually, you know
Japan's
what?
kind of hard. I don't know why we put you in Japan
Yeah.
for your first.
And so yeah, that's
You
neutrophils
know what,
there,
that is
and then for
Okay,
let's
okay.
find.
I'll give you
This
one
is
thing.
huge.
But
This map is the
the
this
yellow
is
guys, you gotta go
basically-
kill. Let's try.
Let's mute them for a little
You
bit.
see them?
While
Did I
we'll
go
be right
Uber
back.
Bulgaria?
And 5.
All right, so they're talking right now. So this is, so that way, let me just cast this without them talking. So here, playing as Japan,
Miguel.
right? So that's kind of cool. This is exciting, guys. And I get to see this special map. These FSL guys have been playing in this for so long. They really love it. They keep modifying it. They keep making upgrades. And looks like there's a battle already here. Air units. Poland is being invaded by the Archaic, who is... This is so complicated, man. Italy is here. And that's just the AI. The Archaic is probably... Is he Czechoslovakia? I think he's Czechoslovakian. Yeah, so he's invading Poland. It's World War, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on. The teams have to coordinate. There's Finland here. Up here, looks like Miguela is making his push to Asia. So he's already invaded Korea. And now he's up here in Mongolia cleaning things up. And here at the bottom, AIs are fighting Siam, Burma, etc. Down here in the Central Africa area, there's, of course, the AIs are fighting each other. This is World War, like I said. There's even action in Finland. Little Reaper is attacking. Yeah, what's Little Reaper? So Little Reaper is Finland. That's what that flag was. I didn't identify what that was. So really the major fight is what we gotta watch out for. Because there's gonna be battles everywhere. This is so hard to cast because you gotta have to know what's going on here. Miguela is chilling here in Asia. Looking pretty comfortable. And you know what we'll do now? We'll listen into the players. We'll listen to them. If they're
okay.
talking. Okay, so we can hear
Hey,
neutrophil coordinating with Little
I'm taking the Caucasus.
That's France. TikTok is just.
Caucasus is a place?
Yes, it
It's
is.
a place, that's
It's in
correct.
southern Russia.
Huh. I did not know that.
There you go. The Caucasus
I'm just like-
is right there, guys.
I don't understand what these places are.
Jacob, what are you playing?
I'm playing Germany.
You know what I can make? Supply depots. I am like so smart right now. I
Yeah.
don't have enough money. I don't have enough money.
So the Archaic is Germany is pushing
How much is
towards
it?
Russia right now.
Why did that cost a
Oh,
lot?
200.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
Little Reaper.
Oh, he's stalling.
It shouldn't be that expensive.
I got something good.
It scares me. Why are all these things?
In Moscow.
Lots of action everywhere, guys. But the major fighting is in Europe, just like in World War II. And the push to Russia by the
Oh, look.
Axis is working great. There's no winter here.
Who's that? Oh, hey!
No,
Hi, Mr.
winter
Regret.
messing things up, right? So,
How is everyone's day today?
Okay.
So bad. So
okay, here he
unbelievably
goes.
bad.
Just get better.
I woke
I
up
would
today, and that's where the trouble started.
All right, so
This is like a whole storybook.
while they're chatting, now let's talk about it. The Archaic is Germany now pushing through Leningrad and eventually into Finland. Meanwhile, in Asia, looks like Miguel is owning all of Asia. She's playing Japan. What is Little Reaper doing? And where is Neutrophil's army? That's the question, right? Let's go press. I think you can.
Help your friends. We could use some help here. Base is under
Yeah,
attack.
this is hard to observe, guys. The FSL guys really enjoy this map. Okay, there's Neutrophil. He's landed in France and now making his move. So I think Neutrophil is allies, right? So he's probably playing USA. Meanwhile, this is Asia. Yeah, this is Neutrophil is playing Asia, yeah, USA. I forgot that. But there is a landing here by him, and he's now taken over France. Little Reaper and is flanking down here, destroying Rome, Italy. Little Reaper. So yeah, I think Little Reaper is part of the Axis. I mean the allies here. Right, we'll find out. I mean, here we go. They're not fighting. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Little Reaper is the Axis. So, oh man, there's a big force here for Germany. And Little Reaper is gonna sandwich the United States drop force and reclaim France. Just like that. There's a time limit in this match, by the way, guys. So you can't just keep producing and just turtling up. You have to do something. And there's a big force here by Miguela. She is now sweeping down. She's already has China. Yeah, that's Nanking. He's about to sack that. Miguela's oh, did Miguela get invaded? Japan got invaded by the United States. So unlike in World War II, there's actual invasion here into the mainland of Japan. And I think he's gonna take it. So Miguela needs to get there, but she does not have her transport units. And just like that, Japan falls. The United States owns Japan now. While they lost France, they've gained Japan. Meanwhile, the Axis forces are pushing up Netherlands. The UK forces is still pretty safe. I think they may invade that next. Miguela is having to deal with she's dealing with Asia. She lost her home base of Japan, but this is yeah, it's World War, right? So there's action everywhere. It's an actual world war. Little Reaper is now pushing. I think he's played he was Finland, and now he's destroying the region of the Middle East here, heading up to Iran, right? The Archaic is Germany. He's really trying to get into London or UK there, but it doesn't look like he can do the invasion just yet. There is water here. Miguela is still owning Asia. You know, what'd be cool is to see what the breakdown is, Axis versus Allies, right? What the quote score is. Oh, and here's a big invasion force. The United States trying to retake France. There's a lot of action here. There's air forces, there's tanks, there's a lot of Marines. He's actually making progress. Is he gonna retake France? This invasion of Normandy right here by the United States, just like World War II. Is it happening? He's a strong pushback by Germany, though. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Oh, and there's a big reinforcements by Finland, and that'll force the United States to head back into the beach. This is a lot of transport ships here. The Archaic looks like he's making a big move. This is Germany. He's gonna, you know, there's submarines here for Neutrophil. Like, get out. Yeah, you can't go. So the transport ships are in danger. And Neutrophil's gonna lose this destroyer. Yeah, that destroyer is gone. There's another destroyer here. This is actually kind of cool, the model of the destroyer here. And okay, Germany has now landed in New York. Neutrophil, the United States is defending the homeland. This is an invasion of the United States here by Germany. But I think the United States has just enough forces. Meanwhile, in Europe, I think the Axis forces has conquered them. Did the United States? Yeah, the United States has Japan, but oh, and Miguela too is Miguela's Japan, which is kind of Japan owns Asia, but lost their country. It's owned by the United States. Meanwhile, the United States saved their country and now doing another attack here. Little Reaper is attacking Great Britain. He's got an invasion force and trying to kill that battleship. Miguela's sweeping down, and she's Korea, sweeping down into Burma. And in here in the top left, there's still a teleport to the Urals. So there are teleports in this map. So you can kind of teleport into Urals. I don't know exactly where the Urals is. These AIs are still fighting each other, and that's Abyssinia and French Central Africa. A massive Japanese force moving up north, and that's Miguela's army. Meanwhile, the United States is trying to make his push. They've, this is the third Normandy invasion, right? So this is their third attempt. And he's had to deal with Germany up north, and then down here in the south is Finland. The United States making the move here, invading Paris, freeing them. Can he hold it though? That's the key, right? That is the key. By the way, there's no sieging here. This is like in real, in the war. And look at these tanks, guys. This is kind of cool to see these tank models for this game. This map is made by Neutrophil, and they're playing this World War II game on it with Axis and Ally teams, right? It looks like, a teleport by Miguela into the Urals. I found it, and there you go. The Axis forces with Japan now gonna join the big army to stop the United States' push. Little Reaper at the bottom, the Archaic, which is Germany. Little Reaper's Finland. The United States is Neutrophil. He's getting sandwiched here. And, Miguela hasn't even joined the fight. Miguela is Japan. So, it's taken a while for them to, reclaim. You would think that France is about to fall, but United States is holding strong. The United States is free again from the invaders, and what Neutrophil is doing, loading up more units and gonna reinforce France. So they have a foothold in France, and he's just trying to push through Europe right now. So while they're doing that, let's listen into the action.
I don't know what's happening. It's glitching.
Oh shoot!
France!
Here it is.
You guys
Can
are
you hold
lucky
it?
that I don't spam
Where's
nukes.
France?
France is right here!
I found it!
Oh yeah, there's
Guys,
news.
where's France? I can't find it. Miguela, you're in France right now.
I found it! That's what I said!
Oh, Miguel, you're doing great. You're doing great over there.
Don't
Miguel,
talk to me.
you're actually dying.
Okay.
You're actually dying.
Shut up.
You're actually uber dead. You're
Jacob,
actually
where
uber
are
dead.
you?
Okay, so that's what we're seeing there. Miguela has a lot of forces, but kind of walking into tank fire in there. So a lot of forces to give. Looks like Neutrophil is holding strong, but here comes some air units from Little Reaper, Finland, to the rescue. I think they're gonna drive the United States back. Oh, United States has a big air force coming in, and there it is. The U.S. Air Force to the rescue. And just like that, they pushed back the Axis forces. In the meantime, this is a lot of work. There's still a lot of units here that he needs to transport from the United States. There's no land bridge, right? Well, I guess suppose if you go the long way, there could be, right, through Japan. I'm not sure. On the Alaskan side. Kaido Land Bridge. So much damage here. Look at that. And let's zoom in. See what the heck is that. That is some powerful, like napalm-looking attacks from these the strategic air bomber right there. And then the transport ships are. So listen, guys. There is a time limit to this. There's about 9 minutes left in this game, and I can't tell who's winning. It feels like the Axis is winning. Miguel has forces here, Japan up there. Neutrophil is now making a... Well, we thought he was making a push, but now he's getting into Germany, motherland for Nazis. Oh my gosh. In World War II, can you imagine the United States in there pushing? This is kind of like similar, right? When the last days of Hitler, pushing into Germany. You're gonna hide in a bunker. Yeah, Hungary is also falling. Czechoslovakia soon. That's a nice move by... And now Japan is coming to help with a lot of infantry. But is that enough? Where's Germany's army? We don't see... The Archaic is the one we're looking for, and I don't see him. Presumably he rebuilt his forces somewhere. But I don't see him. Where's Little Reaper, too? But the main battle right now is United States versus Japan here. About 8 minutes left to this game. Unless they GG out. There's really no... There is a battle here for... Miguel is cleaning up, but I think she's owned all of Asia for this whole time. So Japan owns all of Asia, minus their actual country here. Japan has been taken by neutrophil though, so I think she just kind of relocated into Asia, period. Meanwhile, neutrophil is now pushing deep into Russia, liberating Russia from the Axis forces. Let's listen in. Let's listen into, and let's follow the movement of this air fleet here.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Keep trolling my stuff.
Oh, it's
Keep
so free.
killing
Hey,
Jake
you gotta
Stop. Just
I
control my
think
stuff.
do
I'll
you
just like
exist
be...
anywhere?
And
What?
it looks like
What?
the Air Force is going down
Do you exist
into,
anywhere?
into
You
Asia
Asia
exist
now.
anywhere.
Do you exist
Yo!
anywhere? Is that
Can you
your
join the
question?
voice channel?
Oh, true.
True.
Okay,
I
there
need
you
a lot of
go.
special forces.
I wish I had a lot of special forces.
I can change that for you.
Right.
Yeah, the United States owns the air right now, and
Oh, he didn't. Oh, yeah, no.
okay, so out of the chit chat there, we're just gonna focus on the game now because they're talking to each other during this whole war. So about 6 minutes left in this match. United States is liberating Asia. They do own Europe now. Yeah, they pretty much have cleaned up Europe. Of course, United States has been safe for a while. UK has been clean. They never really got invaded. So it looks like United States is gonna... The Allies, led by the United States, is going to be winning this game, pretty sure. So I think that'll pretty much do it here. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's get the next game going. we'll show a little bit more of this action, but DLS Mizel, go ahead and get the next game going. Invite me, and then we can just start up with a Code S match of Ghost Chant versus Curtain Time. So yeah, it's gonna be more Terran action right after this, guys. Yeah, USA is about to win. They're about 4 minutes away from the counter while we get this sorted out. And so while we wait, guys, while this is happening, just want to talk about the Patreons. You guys, appreciate all you Patreons in there. Each one of you guys is gonna get a special shirt at FSL meetup. And when I say that, I mean, look at that. She's saying, look at these guys. They are really focused on this. They are focused on this, right? Yeah, I think USA really just won that pretty easily, right? But yeah, so let's see you guys this weekend. We're gonna have FSL, a special FSL segment at Psystorm Cup at Cheesadelphia. So pay attention to that. Go to psystorm.com. You'll see the links in there to register. But in the meantime, we are still waiting for this game. I think we're ready too for for Hurtin' Time versus Ghost Chant. They need to do their map picks. Yeah, so like if you look at that, they already started their veto process. So I think we're about ready to hop on to the match here. So in the meantime, here we're still watching this game. It's finishing up, I think. Yeah, it's finishing up. I mean, like, that's really it. I mean, you know what? We should just follow the U.S. Air Force here, which owns the map right now. United States all the way up into Sweden, to the land of the Vikings. And you can see that the map selections are happening too while we're waiting for Hurtin' Time versus Ghost Chant. Coming up soon. Once that finishes, we are good to go. 2 minutes, a little over a minute left, and then this match is over. Cleaning up Little Reaper's homeland of Finland is the United States. Yeah, there's just not enough there. Neutrophil is also cleaning up Afghanistan here. It's just the Air Force, just kind of... The U.S. Air Force, dude. That's the key. Meanwhile, the vetoes... Yeah, they're done with their vetoes. They are done. They're ready to go. We're gonna get them in here. So while this is going on, let's chat with our guys. Well, we might as well wait. There's 40 seconds left. There's 40 seconds of this map left. That's a giant Air Force, guys. That's really cool. Look at the way the water gets affected by the air right there. The low hover. 20 seconds. I think the United States has clinched the game. I think you can GG in this. I'm not sure if you can GG in this game. There is a timer, so. But at this point, there's only a few seconds left. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there it is. The United States, aka the Allies, have won. All right.
Four of my Marines were there.
Well, guys, congratulations on winning.
You're
Oh,
muted.
KJ Freedom?
On Discord, you're
Let's-
muted.
Yeah, I'm muted still. So congratulations on winning, guys. We casted that. And we'll see more of that. I think that was kind of fun. But just give me one word about what happened there. A really short one sentence, Neutrophil. What happened and how did USA end up winning?
Wait.
Honestly, it was just because I was able to isolate Japan.
I see. Just Japan, huh? Alright. Well, guys, it was fun watching you guys. We'll see you all later. GG's.
Or GG.
Okay, we're bringing in our final match tonight. And it is Hurtin' Time and Ghost Chant. So, let us focus back on them. There they are. What's up, guys? It's been a while.
Yeah, doing good. Thanks for letting me and Mazel play yesterday and submit the replays.
Great. And yeah, we just casted that. You know, Ghost Chant, did you get a chance to watch the cast of that? I think Ghost Chant is muted. Yeah, he's muted. Let's make sure.
Just the second game.
Oh, just the second game. Okay, so you saw the second game. So we were watching that Hurtin' Time, your replays, right? You know, you look like you were just a step behind Mizel. Like, you know, the SCV production just kind of stopped and you just, you know, we're not producing things. Are you just mechanically a little off, yes, when you played that, or what do you think?
That's just rust. I'm just not playing enough.
Got it. It's rust. Okay.
But,
yeah, and is it a conscious effort to just like, hey, I gotta keep making SCVs? Do you think that's the way to do this besides it being mechanical? Automatic, I mean?
yeah, just gotta make sure I don't lose focus on the macro.
Cool. What is your feeling playing this Ghost Chant guy who looks pretty solid in his games against Sir Maligan?
I don't know. I haven't done any
scouting.
Scouting. Yeah.
Got
I'm
it.
going in blind, and I'm just gonna treat it like a ladder match.
Ladder match. There you go. Ghost Chant, what's your mentality here? You obviously scouted a little bit. Is this just like a ladder match for you? What are your thoughts?
Just gonna approach it the same way I've been approaching every game here. Just try to keep it clean. I found.
Oh, I think he cut off. His mic cut off. I don't hear him. Yeah, anyway, he says he's gonna try to keep it clean. I think that's it. Look, we've waited long enough. I think let's just get going for the games, right? So, good luck, guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right. Let's do it.
All right, so let's get them on the other channel, and then we're good to go. All right, so here you go, guys. We are going to start off in our final match in Waterfall. So let's do it. Okay, guys, final match. Code S. Battle of the Terrans. It's a Terran Knight.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Okay, in the bottom left, the Terran player.
Ghost Chant.
And on the top right, the other Terran player.
Hurtin' Time.
Alrighty. Guys, I gotta tell you, I watched that last game. Mizel versus Hurt in Time. Hurt in Time does not look sharp, and that's really bad for him because he's facing Ghost Chant, who looks sharper every time I watch him. And he's actually scouted, so all signs point to a 2-0 for Ghost Chant. So we'll see. Early scout here for Hurt in Time, or at least a normal scout, I guess. Ghost Chant not gonna bother scouting right now. Builds are similar. There's the scout finally by Ghost Chant. Just slightly behind. Not a big deal, I guess. Double gas by Ghost Chant. Hurt in Time. We saw this Hurt in Time in game 2 where he delayed his double gas and he just kept pumping Marines, but he almost died to like Reapers. 2 racks Reaper, but he did survive long enough, but then he just kind of started to fall behind. So far we're seeing his worker count is even, so that's a good sign for Hurt in Time here. Because as I mentioned many times over, he was just falling behind with production. The factories are about the same time, so this is really good so far for Hurt in Time, who is looking around for any proxies. Looks like Ghost Chant is kind of doing the same. Ghost Chant's gonna make a couple of Reapers and gonna scout with 1. Yeah, they're both playing it safe. All right, so playing it safe. Hurt in Time just now making his second depot right before he gets supply block, and now he is supply block. But that's okay. His factory is just finished, and he's got to add on. It's not too crazy. I guess. I mean, it is a supply block. It's a little bit late, but now it's done. So it's he's only supply block for a couple of minutes. A few seconds. The expansion for Ghost Chant. Meanwhile, Hurt in Time adding the starport. That's the big difference right now. And 2 Reapers for Ghost Chant. Marauder. Ho ho ho. This is a different build, guys. I think this is pretty aggressive. Base lifting. I guess when he makes 1 Marauder, he's going to switch it to make a tank or something. And he's finally going to expand. There you go. Yeah, he's going to switch it with the factory. The Reapers are just chilling here for Ghost Chant with you expect a couple of Cyclones, but the first group is not going to go out here. There is a Marauder, but there's no help from his buddies. He's just alone. And there's the help, but not until he's been kaput. Just the wrong units here for Hurt in Time, but there is the Cyclone and the Viking, so that's the good news. And oh, look at that, Cyclone's gonna get taken out. Nicely done. And the Reaper, alright, he just got delayed though with his command center, but it seems like a better trade for Hurt in Time. There's a Reaper still up here, by the way. And Hurt in Time, yeah, his command center is super delayed, but he is gonna push out with his units, which I like that move. He needs to pull some SCVs to deal with this, I think. Not doing that right now because he is attacking up front. He takes the first shot, so he has the advantage. Oh, man. He does clean up that Reaper. He needs to get back to mining. Look at this. The landing is like so delayed. The action is delayed. He needs to land this Viking here. And he does land it, but it's a little late. It's just a little slow for Hurt in Time here. But at least he's there now. Oh, and the auto turret needs to get back away from it. He does get away from it. And that's good damage. 4 worker lead for Ghost Chant here. And things are going to settle a little bit. But, Ghost Chant has the 3rd command center up. Yeah, so now Hurting Time is quite behind right now, right? Tech-wise, he's behind, even though he made his starports first. Command centers, he's behind. Ghost Chant is now pretty far ahead, right? Supply and everything. So, you know, I think Hurting Time had a decent chance in the beginning, but just kind of like there's certain periods in there he just starts to fall behind. Hurting Time is ready with a Viking on the right side for a drop, but you know, if you're Ghost Chat, you're just kind of powering up at this point, right? He is gonna go into bio while we're gonna see mech from Hurting Time here. Hurting Time not doing too bad with workers here, 34 to 40. We've seen a lot worse from him, but he needs that third command center soon. He has the money. He needs to make that command center. And he just has not done it. Oh, man. So the lead... Okay, there it is. He finally does. Okay, cool. So now, he's just making a lot of mech units. He's got a scout here, which is not bad. And here comes the push. Does Hurting Time have enough tanks? He seems to have tanks. But there's 2 Ravens here. That's going to disable that sucker. Hurting Time is not in position. Honestly, these Vikings should be up here. Right? And it's not. And he's not even going to see the push directly in front of his base. Oh, he even moves just not in time. There's the scan. Oh, and he does see it. The Ravens are going to do the disable. And that may do it. Both tanks are disabled. There is one tank still. That one Viking, he just doesn't have any units here. Oh, and that he needs to lift this ASAP. There it is. He does. Avoiding further damage because we know he's just not quick enough to... Okay, there you go. He does save that. Third command center. So unfortunately, Hurting Time is now mining off of just one base. And he's trapped. He seems to have the Viking lead. Oh, but the Viking lead could be short. Especially with the fire from... Okay, well, he survives that. But there's a Marine or 2. Takes care of that. He's not making his units. Oh, man. He's not pumping units at all. He's got... That's the problem. And now he loses the base, and that's GG. Yeah, it's just not a good game for Hurting Time. He's the one hurting. He's about to be double the supply here in a minute. Hurting Time struggling here. Ghost Chant is gonna wisely go home. He's done enough damage. Even a 4th command center going up, while Hurting Time only has 2. So this is the story of the game right here. Hurting Time just starts to fall behind in many of these games. At least against the superior macro Terrans, right? He used to be the macro king, but he's just now... Did he just F2? I think he F2'd. So there's a weakness that we've seen from Ghost Chant. He does F2. You know, he meant these Marines here as spotters, but he F2'd them. Now he's gonna send them back again. Like, oh yeah, I gotta send them back. Hurting Time does not have any money. And so this should be elementary here for Ghost Chant. All he has to do is just keep making things, keep making units, and then just go. Now he's watching for a drop, because I guess that's the only thing that he could lose to now. Oh, he F2'd again! Man, this F2 is such a... Oh, because of this one Viking. He F2'd everything because of one Viking. Yeah, F2 is the bane of players, I swear. I used to F2 a lot, by the way. And I just unbounded. I'm like, enough of that. I still use the F2, but I do it by clicking on the actual key when I really, really need it. But I don't do it like it. Before, it was just such an easy hotkey to click on. But it's not going to cost him in this game because he's such a huge lead for him. You know, Hurt in Time is working here off of just 2 bases and a slow mech army. Meanwhile, superior air fleet by Ghost Chant and lots of marines and tanks and bases. He's even getting his 4th base. Ghost Chant knows he's way ahead. Look, he's even got spotters everywhere. And, you know, Hurt in Time now gonna work on trying to get his 3rd base. He's like 100 years behind at this game. So, this is one of those things where the pros kind of know they're way behind and they just GG out. This is pointless, right? This is one of those that is probably pointless, but maybe the way Hurt in Time come back is they get to max supply, and somehow there's a bad trade here by Ghost Chant against Mech. And he's gonna spot this huge army down the street here. Ooh, was he trying to do a drop? Oh yeah, there's no turrets here, but there are Thors here. Oh, he's gonna try to drop, but there's Thors. Oh, could this be the thing that we were just talking about? Is the Thors enough? There are tanks. Oh, that's what they were looking for. Oh, but why did the Thor move back? He moved back here for some reason. But he's gonna clean up. Oh, he's gonna land. No repair on the Thor, but no problem. Hurt in Time. Struggling to get his 3rd. Still a lot of units for Ghost Chant. He still has a supply lead, but that's about as good of a trade as you want, right? Oh my gosh. He's kind of all bunched up. He might even lose his command center. Command center. Gonna lose it? No, he won't yet. He's gonna repair. Okay, so he's gonna save the command center and then finally take care of that tank. Okay, he does take care of the tank. And some of these Vikings. 70 supply lead now, and this command center may burn down too. You better repair that command center. That is so close to being... Actually, it doesn't matter. There's just too many units here. This is GG, guys. Look at these tanks. A 6th base by Ghost Chant. Take Hurt in Time. You should know your time's up. You're just too far behind at this game. He just was not making units. Another huge drop here for Ghost Chant. And that should do it. Now production is under siege. And attack on both sides. He's stronger on both sides. It doesn't matter. And there's the GG. So, you know, Hurt in Time had a bad exchange there in the beginning. But even then, it just started to get worse because he was not making units from his factory. Game 2 is going to be on inside and out. Could be the last game the way things are looking. Hurt in Time just looks way out of shape. Now, SC2 is a game where you really got to be, you know, feeling pretty good, right? He's a little off. And Ghost Chant's been practicing, so he's looking pretty good. You guys can see, it's really just minor things like just producing stuff non-stop, right? That's one thing that was missing there. So anyway, Game 2, we're about to start here. Let's double check with the players. They're good to go. And they're good to go. Let's do it.
Watching FSL Season 6.
Alright. In the bottom left.
Hurtle time.
Top right. Looking to close this.
Ghost Champ.
So Hurt in Time just really needs to get back in the groove here. His mechanics need to return like now, so he doesn't go down 0-2 and be out. You know, losing the match here. So maybe he'll wake up in time here. You know, his SCV production was not bad in the last game until he stopped making units from his factories because of all the pressure, right? There was 2 Reapers, 3 Reapers, 4 Reapers, and he was kind of making add-ons and just didn't have his units together. He was just not in position where he needed to be. He had a chance to not take too much damage, but everything got delayed. After he took that damage, his command center was really delayed. And then from there, it's just Ghost Chant running away with it. So he needs, you know, a decent early game. That's what he needs. Hurt in Time scouts the double gas opener, which is not unusual. So he knows he's not a proxy. He's doing the repair. That's funny, it's a repair instead of... These kind of little actions here kind of, you know, taxes you if your APM is just not out there, right? See, look how long it takes him to get this SCV back to do stuff. So this is the thing. If you think the player playing is not as quick as you, keep him busy. Do some harassment. That might be Ghost Chant's plan here. 1 Reaper is out, a second coming, and once again, he's just, you know, Hurt in Time just is never ready for these Reaper harassment because he's making add-ons, making this, and he's just not there. You know, he's being Reaper rushed in the last game, and he just doesn't make units. He's like, whatever. You know, like, the thing is, I wouldn't do add-ons. Now, this one may not be the same exact case, but in the last game, I noticed he was doing add-ons instead of making more Hellions, right? You see a lot of Reapers, you gotta keep making Hellions. He's safe now, though. But his command center is gonna be... Oh, I'm gonna take it back. Look, Ghost Chant's command center is later. But it is in position. You know, where is... Oh, he's out of position again. Oh, and he moves away at the last second, but he does kill it. Ooh, if those 2 Reapers get away, man, that really sucks for Hurt in Time. But for now, it's still an even game. You know, there's minor things here or there, but it's not enough to make a difference. Oh, Hurt in Time's gonna go for a mine. Personally, I would have gone for another Hellion, but he is gonna pressure with these 2 Hellions. And there's a Cyclone there, though. Oh, and he's gonna lose all of this. And including this Marauder. Can the Marauder win? He has slow. Oh, nice job. Marauder wins. But he has to go home. You gotta be safe, guys. But now look at this, 27 to 37 supply, just like that 6 workers jumped up. So during that battle, I bet you Hurt in Time was not making stuff. But the good news is he has a 3rd command center. So that's the good news. And I like this mine positioning. He has a SCV here. That's not mining. Viking, a tank. Okay. So, Hurt in Time, he has 3 command centers. He needs another production facility. And he needs to be making stuff. Like, this is not making anything right now. Yeah, he's just kind of making one thing at a time. So, that's not good. He's still not making anything from this guy here. Yeah, one thing I'd say is definitely don't want your units, your buildings idle. He's only making from 2 things here, and he's not even double making Vikings here. He's only making it one at a time. He's got a reactor here. You can make them at the same time, but he's not doing it. He has the money. Oh, I guess he doesn't have the gas, which he's doing now. So this is a build issue if that's the case. But he is okay right now. He's got a 3rd command center. He's got a Viking patrolling here. Ghost Chant has 2 Ravens, which is really powerful. You can neutralize 4 tanks by the time you attack somewhere with when you start pushing, right? Look at that, he's just watching for drops. So he's getting into the type of game he wants, but he's fallen behind in supply once again. His issue is gas. Look at that. I think he might have made... At least he has 2 factories now. Oh, and here's the big push. Hurt in Time has 1 mine as the early scout, I guess. Let's see how much this gets. Oh, he's just gonna disable it. This is just like the last game. Just disable it. Yeah. The next tank. Oh, the Vikings do kill the Ravens. There's a tank on the high ground sieging. He's forced to pull the boys. He lands the 1 Viking, but that quickly falls, and then that's it. It's the it's the Raven attack that he's just never ready for. That's the problem. He's down in all the supply that matters. He might even lose his command center. He needs to send SCV to repair that. If he wants a chance in this game, he needs to repair that SCV. The command center, because he needs the 3 command centers. But Ghost Chant is now making his command center. He's still not repairing that one. It's got a little bit of time, I guess. Here he is. Now he's just pushed to the brink, and he's taking damage while moving. Make a Liberator, but that's quickly gonna go down to the gonna go down quickly to the Vikings, man. And he lives, he's like, forget it, I'll never get down there. He's got a Desperation Hellion when he needs tanks. I don't know why he made a Hellion, he should be making tanks. He has the gas. So this heavy pressure, he's just not handling it. And that's gonna do it, guys. Alright guys, that was TVT battle. What I saw was just the Ravens always kind of neutralizing whatever Hurt in Time has there, and then that was it, you know, pretty much way behind in that one. That's pretty much the game plan. The Ravens. What do you think, Hurt in Time?
Just so much air. He must have had more than one starport. That's the only thing I can think of both times.
No, he was just consistently making stuff. Like there's many periods you're not doing anything. You know, and I noticed. I'm like, well, he's not doing anything. He's just kind of. So I don't know where you were looking at, but it's minor things like that. So you just weren't making stuff. And then one thing I did notice is he's pressuring you with Reapers, but you seem to just be okay with having one Marine the whole time. And I'm like, oh, he's about to get a bunch of Reapers in his base, but he's adding add-ons. So there's like minor things like that then it snowballs, and then you just fall behind, and then if you're not making stuff, it just gets worse. So that's really my highlight of the game, having map hack, because I have map hack. I can see everything, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, that's my summary. Ghost Chant, what do you think? Did you get a good feel like that too, or what?
Yeah, I was always surprised. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I managed to unplug my interface. Is what happened earlier. So, yeah, early game, I was like, you should have more stuff. Like he just had a Marine or two, and I was like, that's not gonna cut it. You need, and I was like, oh, look at the production going up, but you have no units.
yeah, it's just like a quick thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much a summary of the game. He never got a chance to what he wants to do just because he just was always behind. So, that's my summary of it. So, which is the funny thing. It's like a build thing. All he has to do is adjust his build, and maybe we'll get a different game. Maybe he may not produce as much as you, but that's just a warm up thing. But the build to me was the issue. But any final thoughts from either of you?
I want to point. So it wasn't as clean as I'd like because I just started messing with the secondary part of it. Like the core of my build was the core of my build, but I was watching Clem and Juanito, Clem and Special.
Yeah.
Yes.
Player. Yep.
And so there was a second starport added very early, and it was kind of something I'd seen them do, and it was just I was watching their TVT, and I was like, hey. They would build these extra barracks and stuff, but I was like, they're not building anything out of the barracks. I was like, they will eventually, but all they were building were tanks and Vikings. Even though they added the production, I was like, there were like 5 Marines for the start of the game. I was like,
that's weird. I'm gonna have to watch that and see what that's all about. And maybe it's a thing where they scouted and they see, okay, we don't really need the Marines right now. We just need the tanks and Vikings. Who knows? So, but that's cool. I'll have to look out for that game. Lots to learn. That's what SE2 is. Not just being warmed up, right? Hurting time. Like I don't think that's really just the thing. It's just lots of little things here and there. Do you think you were just a little greedy? Because I don't think you play like that normally.
I was a little bit greedy. Yeah, I was a little bit greedy. I wanted to mech, and I just wanted to make Vikings and tanks myself.
Got it. Yeah.
But I just got hit before I was really ready to defend. So.
Got it. Yeah, he's always making plenty of Reapers and stuff to attack you right away. So that's what it was. All right, well, guys, Ghost Chant, you said that your build wasn't clean, but you did win. How you feeling? Your next match? So looking at the schedule, you have JMPZ. How do you feel about that?
Yo, I'm a little scared of JMPZ, man. He's leveling up rapidly. He's
playing a lot, trying to beat you. So, and it doesn't hurt you. I mean, hurting time. It doesn't help you that you're now gonna face. You got a while. You got till November 4 to rest and warm up. But you're facing the champ, Neutrophil. That's gonna be tough. What do you think about that? Oh, he just dropped off. I think we just lost his camera. But he is in the Bay Area, so who knows. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it. Let's just end it right there. Good luck. Have fun. See you later, Ghost Chant.
Later.
And have a good evening. Alright, guys. That's going to do it for the games. I'm looking at the schedule. Let's take a look at the schedule. Well, actually, let's recap what happened tonight. Those 2 Jokers and Mystic Fusion have been postponed because there was an issue. So, and same thing with Stu Blue. Stu Blue broke his finger. He plays football, guys. So he broke his finger playing football. So that will need to be played eventually, right? But tonight, DLS Mizel 2-0 against Hurt in Time, and then unfortunately Hurt in Time also losing 2-0 against Ghost Chant. So that'll do it. And next week, the scheduled games may change a bit because I'm on a business trip, so I'll let you guys know. So we'll see what happens there. But for now, I don't want to make any statements on what's going to happen because we don't know yet what the new schedule will be. So that'll do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it. When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago. Consider it done. For hire. Indeed. Sarah, what have you done?